Jordan Peterson, when giving interviews, will often get emotional when discussing disaffected young men.
People have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. Now, what a terrible thing to do that is. I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
It's making you emotional. Talk about it.
Well, God, it's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in that category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them. Women, be picky. That's your gift, man. Demand high standards from your men. Fair enough. But all these men who are alienated, it's like they're lonesome and they don't know what to do, and everyone piles abuse on them.
You've been so controlled today, and yet in that brief moment, you got very emotional. Why?
It's really something to see constantly how many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word. And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful. Give credit where credit is due. And to say, you're a net force for good if you want to be.
Do you believe you're a net force for good?
Net, yes. In all the details, probably not. No one's perfect. So, people make their mistakes as they stumble uphill.
He cries over something deeply unsettling to him, and from this come massive compilations, memes, comments, tweets from men who are likely uncomfortable with it themselves, but also women who, when you go through their Reddit and Twitter post history, will start talking about feminism and how feminism is helping men with exactly this issue. They'll say how it is the patriarchy that is putting its foot down on male tears when it isn't the patriarchy that are collecting coffee mugs that say male tears, is it? What if men being told not to cry is something they aren't even learning from the masculine influences in their life?
There's a really great study by a child psychologist in Canada called Crystal Tomlinson, and she found that it was actually mothers who were perpetuating harmful gender stereotypes into their children. The fathers didn't really care either way, but it was often the mother. And I'm like, So they did basically
Watch the full documentary free on YouTube.